Hey folks, welcome back. Today we're going to do a gear review on the Work Sharp guided field sharpener that I have right here. It's a really unique tool that you can take in the field, whether you're camping, hiking, fishing, hunting for extended periods of time. This is perfect because it fits right in your pack. It can actually fit in your pocket, and it doesn't weigh a lot. I mean, I'd have to imagine this is less than a pound. It's not heavy at all. But I'm going to show you how to use this today. It's going to be really quick, but I'm going to make it short and sweet for you. That way you can go get one and try it out for yourself. Before we get started, if you haven't yet, if you'll take time to just subscribe below, you hit the subscribe button. That way, whenever we upload these videos, you'll be the first to be able to check them out. We're trying to upload some content every other week or so. That way we can keep up to date with what's going on. So thank you guys for checking out Whitetail Guru. Be sure to go check out the podcast as well on iTunes. Thank you. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to try to make this quick, but I have just an old buck knife, serrated buck knife that I've had for several years. And I think oftentimes what happens is we go into the woods, we either skin an animal, process an animal, we put our knife away. We might, hopefully you wash it off afterwards, and we put it away, and then next time we get out into the woods we realize it's dull, and that could have been it could have been a couple weeks ago, or it could have been a year later. So this is perfect because if you run into that situation, you're right there to be able to just kind of hone your blade, sharpen it back up, and you're ready to go. So a couple of things. So what's cool about this is it has these fine and coarse diamond plates that are also magnets, so you can just pop them off just like that. It's pretty nifty. And it's got these 20-degree guides, so you have a very consistent blade angle, and you just run it, whether you want to do the coarse or the fine. Do it maybe 4 or 5 times to get that edge going both ways, and that way it's consistent every single time. You're not trying to guess which way you're trying to hold the blade each time you swipe. But that's really cool with that. There's also these 25-degree angle ones as well. You're welcome to use them to do a consistent 25-degree angle as well. You can do them at the same time. It's going to be a little bit different, but I would try to be as consistent as possible. So you have your coarse plate right here. Get a nice little edge on that. If you want, there's the fine one right here as well. But what's next and what's cool is that you have this. I'm going to put this knife down for a second. You have this ceramic rod that has 3 different options. So you can do fine, and it tells you just like this: fine. Go the other way. You have a fish hook, so for all you anglers out there, you can actually take your hook and line it up in the groove and sharpen it back that way. That way you're not always purchasing a bunch of hooks every time you dull one up. You have so you have fine, you have the fish hook, and you also have the coarse. And so once again, you have these 25-degree angles that you can run your blade on. So you can either run it down the ramp, or you can just do it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however you want to do it. Super easy, and it gets a really good edge on it. Oh yeah. So I worked at a processor for several years when I was in high school, and we would dull knives all the time. I mean, obviously we're swiping on the hide and skinning those deer down, and so having steel, it helped, but you would do it, and then you'd have to come back a deer or 2 later and do it again, and it just got annoying. And so something like this, it keeps a really good edge, and it makes it consistent. You wouldn't have to do it as often. Obviously you would still have to do it. Another cool thing about this is you have this handle right here that you can put your thumb on, keep it out of harm's way. But it's got a little lanyard hole as well if you wanted to hang it on something. That way you don't lose it when you're in the woods, because how many knives do we lose in the woods? Quite a bit, at least I have. So, and then of course last but not least, as far as the knives are concerned, you have your leather strop. So you're going to go you're going to go backwards on this to try to get any last remaining little shards or pieces off, and just, you know, finish it, make it nice and angled. You know, like you said, go backwards. The ramp goes down, so you're not running into it. You just kind of go down the ramp. That way it kind of cleans it off if you want. Super easy. Yeah, that's it. So that's it for the knife. Now, another cool thing is you can also sharpen your the serrated part of your knife as well. So you have this little ceramic rod right here, and you can either, you know, I've seen people kind of do this number to sharpen it, or you can just kind of do that as well to kind of fine tune. I mean, this knife is old and you know, it's lost its edge, but it's definitely you know, this field sharpener is definitely you know, made it back to close to what I had it when I bought it, but it's definitely a lot better than it was, I'll say that much. And so you can do this, you can do this with a serrated part, depending on how busted up it is. But yeah, so then you can sharpen your serration right there. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. But you know, you can use all kinds of things for this. So not only, you know, buck knives, you can use fillet knives, you can use pocket knives, anything. I mean, any knife, you know, kitchen knife, anything. And it doesn't have to be a blade that's shorter than this. I mean, I've seen long, like 10, 12-inch blades. It's easy to just swipe it on there. So also, I'll just throw out a couple more things that are pretty neat. So you have this little storage container if you want to put anything in there. It makes it easy. And we'll flip this to the other side as well, and you have your broadhead wrenches right there. So you can either loosen or tighten a broadhead. You've got a 4-blade and a 3-blade. You know, it's not universal. Not all broadheads are going to fit in there. In fact, the broadheads I use do not. But I have still sharpened my broadheads on this, and that's another unique tool that you can use to sharpen as well. So it's pretty nifty for that, and it makes it very useful. You know, it's very practical. You can, like I said, it fits in any pack almost, and easy to take out in the woods. The cool thing about the Work Sharp guided field sharpener is that all these pieces can be purchased too. So you know, if you're wanting to replace something, you don't have to go replace the whole unit. You can purchase them on their website or at a dealer that's selling them as well. So it's very unique. The price point's, I think, $29.99. You might be able to find it cheaper somewhere else, but this is, I mean, it's fantastic for the price. It's a great gift as well for people who are looking for, you know, an outdoorsy gift. I would definitely recommend it. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, comment in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the Whitetail Guru YouTube channel. Thank you guys.